Yeah, they hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them.
Ladies and gentlemen, salute. It's your boy Clay Moraine. Said ATP Combat Media Show. Shout out to all my subscribers. As I always do, invite you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit your bell icon so you're all getting alerts when all this content is dropping. So listen, man, Ryan Garcia in the news space. Henry Garcia just in the news space recently as he just did an interview with Fight Hype. And in that interview being asked about what should we be expecting from Ryan Garcia, as we are expecting his suspension that he's gotten for a fight that he got with Devin Haney when he got caught with PEDs in his system. And they're looking and anticipating on his return to be in April. I was wondering what the game plan was for Ryan Garcia. Well, Henry Garcia communicated to the space and said, listen, we're working on things, talking to Oscar De La Hoya, and have plans on actually showing back up in April. And one of the names that he was saying was going to be none other than Teofimo Lopez. Interesting, right? Teofimo Lopez also in the news with the antics he's been doing as of late. But more importantly, as far as boxing is concerned, it seems like he's been kind of going head up and bumping heads with his promoter and Bob Arum and Top Rank. Obviously not happy with the way those things are turning out. And looks like there are rumors out there that he's entertaining vacating his WBO title that he has at 140 pounds with aspirations of beginning his move upwards to the 147 pound division. Now, from what I understand, we don't know where this fight might be, whether it's going to be actually at 147 or whether or not Ryan Garcia is going to be making this fight happen in a catch weight. You know how Ryan Garcia loves those catch weight fights, right? So that information being held back to a degree, right? And just, I would say waiting until Ryan Garcia kind of finds out where he's comfortable at, but knowing that Teofimo's looking to make his way up into the 147 pound division, ultimately going to 154 as he's looking to challenge Terrence Crawford at some point. And Terrence Crawford, not that he's showing any interest, but if he is trying to make a fight like that happen, I would assume that he's going to start acclimating his body to come in at the bigger weights, and that way not making it too difficult as far as dealing with Ryan Garcia not making a certain weight. If we just make it a catch weight fight, then we both can meet there and make a huge fight happen. Now, Ryan Garcia obviously brings the money to the table, so that's what Teofimo will probably be interested in fighting Ryan Garcia for, being that Ryan Garcia brings hardly any legacy to Teofimo. But at the same time, Teofimo brings a legacy to the table, right? To legitimize Ryan Garcia, who's never been a champion or fought for a championship in his career, and still probably wouldn't be fighting for a championship in his career with this guy, but this would be an official win over an actual lineal champion, over somebody with the accolades of a Teofimo Lopez. That would help legitimize Ryan Garcia's stake to fame, right? To his claim to accolades, his claim to his greatness, his pound for pound status. Would that put him on somebody's pound for pound list for being Teofimo? I mean, we'll see what time tells, right? With how time tells that story. Teofimo's definitely a pound for pound fighter. So, you guys can take that with a grain of salt for whatever it's worth to you. Now, Henry Garcia is the one dropping this information, and Henry's not the one coordinating fights with Ryan Garcia. He seems to be somebody on the outside looking in when it comes to Ryan Garcia, as far as being a father and having a relationship with his son. Yeah, but as far as the business of boxing is concerned, it seems like Henry Garcia has a very limited role in what Ryan Garcia does. So, but look, if what he says is true, what do we guys think about the fight? What do you guys think about Teofimo and Ryan Garcia? I'm going to tell you, me, honestly, I think it's a great fight. I think this fight right here has a potential to be a fight of the year candidate, right? One of those fights that everybody wants to see Teofimo being an exciting fighter, somebody who's going to engage, not move around a lot. And you also know how he'll move around a lot, but he's going to stay inside the range to counterpunch and to get his shots off. He's a fighter who's looking to push the finish. He's looking to push the envelope, fight on his front foot and make the fight happen. And obviously we all know how Ryan Garcia gives it up and knows what he does. So it'd be interesting to see both of these guys meet up in the ring, and great fight, great boxing, to see the best fight the best. This fight, in my opinion, is very close to a 50-50. You know, Ryan Garcia can never be slept on with his left hand. That's just that serious. But at the same time, Teofimo does bring that pedigree, brings his power as well, but definitely brings a very high IQ in boxing. So Teofimo in his very own right can win this fight, dominate in this fight, just like Ryan Garcia can end this fight early with the left hook. So it'll be interesting to see how this comes along. We are going to stay in tune with this and follow this as it's developing, being that Ryan Garcia cannot right now presently even sign or negotiate a fight right now, being that he's under suspension. He's got a exhibition fight that he's getting ready to go do in Dubai, which I have my pushback on that as far as him being allowed to do that. But what can we do? It's not even in the United States, right? So he's going to go fight in Dubai. And Henry Garcia also mentioned that this would be his tune-up fight. This would be the fight that would get him back into the game and get him ready to go ahead and fight in April, right? To fight one of the top guys in the game. And Henry saying Teofimo Lopez. You guys let me know what you think in the chat. That's pretty much the news. That's what I gather and heard from it. We'll see what actually happens. Tell me in the comments what you think about the fight, though. Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia. At least that's a real fight, right? In comparison to him trolling Terrence Crawford or whoever else he's trolling. This fight seems like something that can definitely happen. You know what I'm interested in? To throw you guys a curveball. If Teofimo actually is bumping heads with Bob Arum right now and looking to move on from Bob Arum, where would we expect Teofimo to move on to from there? It seems like if he's trying to coordinate a fight with Oscar De La Hoya, that I think it was realistic that he would end up over at Golden Boy Promotions. So are we getting an announcement that Teofimo's working on leaving Top Rank and looking to go ahead and move forward with Golden Boy Promotions where he can make some good fights happen for Teofimo? Maybe. Oscar De La Hoya's had a decent year in the boxing space. I mean, a lot of the platforms, a lot of the promotional platforms have had a good year, but Oscar's definitely been one of those guys who stepped up this year, not only in the fights that he's making, but also in the enthusiasm, his focus, his energy. Golden Boy seems like it's on the up and up these days. So it's going to also be interesting to see what Teofimo does with that bit of information as well, as far as leaving Top Rank, or will he stay with Top Rank and plan on being with Top Rank by the time of April 2025? You guys let me know what you're thinking in comments. It's your boy Claymore Rain. Shout out to all my subscribers again. I can't thank you guys enough for helping to keep the channel going. And if this is your first time tapping into the content, I'm gonna invite you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit your bell icons as well, so you are getting alerts when all this content is dropping. But you guys know how we carry it. At this point, you out.